build up every stone. I make it through sweat and bones. And when my hands are growing tired, I come alive. Kingdom, my kingdom, whoa. Kingdom, my kingdom, I come alive. Kingdom, my kingdom, whoa. Kingdom, my kingdom.
Welcome back to the Stone House. This week I'm going to attempt to do the trim around this window and then do some trim around a bathtub. First thing I need to do, so you can see what I'm doing, is tape up this window. Let's just go ahead and do that now. That's a lot better, isn't it? Windows, you always start with the sill. And I'm doing the sill with a very old piece of wood that I found in the attic of the house when we did the demo. Sarah sent me pictures of how she wants this to look. I probably should look at that.
I'm disappointed that you get the best of me. I was becoming my own worst enemy. Was fighting a battle, overcoming a war. Tried to destroy myself to even the score. Will it ever be the same? Life was passing me by. I was losing my way. Still learned how to survive. So throw your bombs and throw your stones, 'cause when the dust settles, I know after the flames, after the smoke, I'll be marching on. Attention, about face, full speed ahead. Attention, about face, full speed ahead.
That right there was almost a $2,000 mistake, dropping my camera.
Learned how to survive. Throw your bombs and throw your stones, 'cause when the dust settles, I know after the flames, after the smoke, I'll be marching on. Attention, about face, full speed ahead. Attention, about face, full speed ahead. So throw your bombs and throw your stones, 'cause when the dust settles, I know after the flames, after the smoke, I'll be marching on. Attention, about face, full speed ahead. I need to come up 1/8 of an inch, and then it will be level. I did nip off this little corner piece, but I glued it and it should be fine. Now that I got that done, what do I do next? I didn't think I was going to get that far today.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out 'cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around.
It's even square. I didn't expect that.
I'm starting to break out from your grave. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. The future is now. I'm not backing down, 'cause the future is now. Not backing down.
Now that the window is basically done, now it's time to move on to this tub. A couple people have given me the suggestion over the months, because this tub's been set for a while, to put some insulation around the tub. And you know what, I don't see a reason not to. You know, if not for insulation factor, I think as you're filling the tub, it will certainly help sound deaden that water noise, the splashing. And I happen to have a whole bunch of fiberglass rolled insulation that I used temporarily somewhere before I could have the spray foam done. So I am going to take that and take my time crawling up in here, and I'm going to stuff it all the way around the tub as much as I possibly can. We don't want to put a ton of storage underneath the tub. We feel like with the piece of furniture that we're going to have in the one corner and the large vanity that we have, plenty of storage. Not to mention we have 3 bathrooms in this house. So it's not like you have to fit everything for each person into one bathroom. This is just the kids' bathroom. Sarah does want a place to hide the toilet bowl cleaner, the scrubber, stuff like that. I like that idea. So the only place it can go and where it makes the most sense is on this side.
They never showed me how to even open my arms. I've been dreaming that I'm flying. I've seen the city through the clouds, it's oh so small. Every now and then I'm falling. Say something, say something. Blood rushing to ease the pain. Say something, don't leave me hanging. Say something, don't leave again. Say something, say something. Blood rushing to ease the pain. Say something, don't leave me hanging. Say something, don't leave again.
I'm going to start this weekend off with a potentially difficult project. At one time, this toilet here seemed to fit perfectly. I had the tank on it. You saw me slide the wood behind the tank. Everything looked good. But now, for some reason, I can't get the tank back on. It's off 1/4 inch. When we had our restaurant, one of the toilets went bad, and I had to replace it or do something to it, but I had to take it off the floor. And I bent down to pick up the toilet. I had these bolts off, and I bent down, and it was a really old, heavy cast iron toilet. I bent down to pick up the toilet, And as I was heaving and lifting, I noticed that I never put the toilet seat down, and I had my cheek right on the toilet seat. Ugh. the wrong cheek. Let's hope I don't make a huge mess here. All right, so I am super happy that I just removed this toilet. Let me show you. The lighting's not great, but look at that. It's barely squished. So I had a seal, but not a very good seal. I'm really happy I did this now. I might be able to reuse this ring because it's barely squished. Center of the bolt is there and there. I did buy another spacer, so I'm going to be putting this on. 9 3/4 and 9 3/4. So that's as good as I can get it. Screw this down a little bit at a time. Okay, there it goes. Okay, that's the feeling you want. The toilet is like high because it's hitting the wax. That's the feeling you want to feel, I think. It looks flusher to the floor too. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. That is so much better. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Toilet situation wasn't supposed to take so long. One thing I need to make sure is you have to have a 3/4 of an inch of copper sticking out. And as you can see, I'm close to that. I have exactly 3/4 of an inch. I got a little bit of... So now with this pinny thing on, the pin makes it so that can't move. Then you know you're good. We're close now. We've got water. No leaks downstairs. Everything seems correct. No dripping here. Should be able to flush it. A lot of room there that I didn't have before. Yes! Man, that's such a success. This feels so good when you have stuff go right. Some of you are aware that I had an old door that I modified to fit the bathroom upstairs. I never really liked the way that looked, to be honest with you. I know a lot of you did like the way it looked. You thought it was kind of cool, like folk art, and I kind of get that, but I gotta be happy with it personally, and I wasn't. I said that I was gonna use the door for as long as I needed to, so I started stripping the paint off of it, and it's not super difficult. The heat gun was working really good, and then that came up for sale. This is a 28-inch solid pine door. It's old, but not super old. But what's really nice is that it's never been painted. I feel just better about using a door like this for the kids' bathroom that doesn't have layers and layers of paint, lead paint. This one's going to be way more balanced of a door as far as looking good too. So we're going with this. I feel bad because the old door I cut, and now I don't know what I'm going to do with it. You all know how I feel about using salvaged material, so it really hurts that I cut that door and now I'm not going to use it. Now is a great time to mention that our merch is finally live on Teespring. We have hats, pillows, mugs, shirts, everything. I don't actually have hats. The Moon Dust t-shirt, finally, and the salvaged t-shirt. We have a link in the description for anybody interested.
I've changed my mind. I'm not.
If I can get that in like, oh, that's loose. Let's try that again, huh?
I feel something wrong. Like an aging star who lost the fire. Sang a song too many times, and it feels
runs like a lion. They can't sing from his heart. He can't sing from his heart. So when I go out alone in this dark and lonely sea, will you reassure me and be the rock under my feet? When I lose my way and I circle on at home, will you point my shoulders so I can carry on?
First off, watch this. What? Yeah, I bought some lights. I think it's gonna make a huge difference. I needed to buy some work lights anyways, and these were less than that. For the video, you saw me working on this door, and frustration set in around the time that I was doing the chiseling, and that's when I stopped recording. I had to concentrate on what I was doing. Yesterday was a really hard day for me. I didn't get very much done, and whenever I have in my head of what I want to get done for the day, and then I don't get it done, it's just disappointing to me. I just feel like when I'm here, I'm not with my kids, so I need to be productive while I'm here. Long story short, I worked really a long day yesterday and didn't get a lot done. I did get this door set. I feel really good about it. I got the toilet set. I feel really good about that. And today is a new day. I am going to move on, finishing the trim, doing some priming, doing some trim in the shower, siliconing, caulking, windowsill, window trim. There's really not much more to do, guys. It's like so close. So as far as the door goes, this is my new door. I have a little bit of adjustments to do, a little bit of fill, and then we are going to paint the door. We're going to paint this side of the door, just the inside, because Sarah likes the look of the trim, the base trim, the door trim, the door, the tub. You know, she wants all that to be the same color. It's a very, like, it's an older colonial look, I believe. I'm not a design guy, but the outside of the door will stay wood color. I'll show you the outside now. The outside of the door will stay this wood color, which will actually match the other doors that we have better than anything else I have. See this locking mechanism here that I have? It's the kind that goes on the outside of the door, and then you have this little thing that goes right on the door jamb. This was the best / only / easiest method of adding a doorknob to this door. I'm super happy that it's done. Just showed Sarah this through live chat. She likes it, I like it. Obviously just taped in place right now. I'm gonna prime this off the wall, and then once that dries, I'll nail it up. Just makes more sense. trim. Pretty happy with this whole thing. For a crooked window, when you can't tell that it's crooked, it's when you know you're doing something correct. I think I've had all that I can take today. I really wanted to do more, but this type of work stresses me out. I'm not built for it.
Lucas has passed the baton, so to speak, and sent me to prime the beautiful windowsill. I'm excited. First thing I want to do is wipe everything down so it's not dusty. And as you can imagine, there are no clean rags in this whole entire house. I found a sponge, which is quite gritty, and I rinsed it out as best I could, did my first wipe down, but there's still some dust and dirt. So, I do have a clean diaper. I'm going to use a diaper to wipe down all the trim. I think it'll work. This is why I don't like a roller. It splatters and it uses a ton of paint. So I need to try to get a little bit of this paint splatter off Lucas's beautiful windowsill. And I just began. I am not going to be using a roller. That's first coat on this side anyway. This paint is super, super, super thick, which you'd think is a good thing, but it's too thick. And there's little chunks in it, which is so annoying.
Underneath the revelry, it's hard to keep your pulse in time. Driven by uncertainty, you know I'm the only thing that feels alive. The void ain't cold. You've just wandered far from what you know. You don't even recognize that fear has long been gone. Trapped in patterns for your life, you woven sentiment to fix the hole. But it won't hold. The longing is stronger heart is gonna find.